Thank you for your patience, RPG Limit Break viewers. My name is S-Grunt, and thank you for lending us your energy as we go directly to this run of Dragon Ball Z Legend of the Super Saiyan by the Drumboardist. Take it away.
Lend us your energy. Woo! Hi, I'm Drumboardist.
Hi, I'm GhostKumo.
That's cool. It's good to see the undead is up as late as they are. Yeah, this is Dragon Ball Z Legend of the Super Saiyan. And it's on the Super Nintendo, and pretty much flashing lights warning for like the entirety of the run. I apologize for that, but it's only going to go downhill from the first 3 minutes. So, hey, timer, you ready to go? That's a thumbs up. All right, let's do this. 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
Cha-la,
Hey, cha-la. So Raditz just kidnapped Goku's son. If you don't know anything about Dragon Ball Z, check back in later. So, standard fare for an RPG, got to go ahead and set the text message to as fast as you can, grab a couple of important items, and there's Krillin. Bye, Krillin. Sorry. We're going to go ahead and do something which a lot of people didn't realize you can do, which is you turn off combat while flying. I apologize. When I wrote the guide for this like 25 years ago, I didn't know that part. And I don't remember my login at GameFAQs, so I can't change that. Anyways, moving on. We're going to go do some shopping. How you feel about shopping? Good, because it is not optional. We have to have this item or the run will not happen. We also
just buying Poir and Oolong.
Listen, there are items in the game and they are required. Now, the interesting thing is the first boss in the game is literally invincible. No way to touch him, no way to harm him, no way to do any of that. And I have to go to a building on the other side of the map and go fight a bunch of creatures, and it's really dumb and annoying. And you notice I didn't do any of that, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to walk through a cave instead, because this game is all about the excitement and the gravitas that Dragon Ball brings to the world by and large. Problem is we're in a fight, and I don't want to be in a fight. So the controls are a little gummy. You can see I have the Dragon Radar, and it won't let me use it in combat. It just doesn't want to let me do that. But I have this item, which restores ki to somebody, but Goku's at full. Now, if I hit up and A at this, not that one, if I hit up and A at the same time, it still shows Poir, but it moved the cursor to the Dragon Radar. I hit A, it says okay, defaults to the Dragon Radar, and now I'm out of combat. So we can just go do whatever we want through most of the game. That's the good news. The bad news is we do actually have to fight some things. And for those of you who know about Dragon Ball, especially in this specific era of it, a lot of it is based around me putting my inputs in wrong. It is based around your battle power, how strong you are. Thank you. Goku's battle power is 416, Piccolo is 408. Now, it's just how powerful you are, and there are items, the cards on the bottom of the screen will modify how powerful your attacks are going to be. So if I have a 416 battle power and I have to go against somebody that's 1,500, that's probably not going to be a very good fight, especially if he's invincible. But we have our ways around that. Frieza, at the end of this game, his battle power is 4 million. Any takers on how easy that's going to be right this second? That is correct. So we're just going to keep looking at my watch that tells time and nothing else. And we are just going to navigate this. This is exactly how the game is supposed to look, right? These are how the maps were designed. We're just going to pretend this is exactly how things are supposed to go. I'm actually removing the rest of the menu just so that you can see the wonderfulness that this is trying to work with. I can't hit buttons today. Yay! So, just, menus, and there they are. So here's our first boss coming up. Now, normally I would just look at him and then look at my watch, and that's the end of the fight. Unfortunately, I have to actually win a fight, which means I have to do at least one of these normally. And I really don't wanna. I'm not trying to lead into anything silly or funny here. I actually just have to take a fight. Thankfully, this is the exact fight I want, so hey, great. Because fights take a long time. This is just a 2-on-2. I selected attacks where my guys get to go first, so we don't have to sit around waiting. That guy is very dead.
Just taking a long time sounds pretty par for the course for Dragon Ball.
I don't have a good response to that. Yes. And unfortunately, Goku did not one-shot his target. And I'm very disappointed in you because we now have to deal with even more of this, which means you also have to deal with even more of my talking. Okay, what do we got? We're just burning off cards that nobody wants. Okay, Goku, you gonna seal the deal for us this time? You're gonna kick him right into the ceiling. Yeah! We did it! We won a fight! Now this is Goku's brother, Raditz. He's the one who just stole Goku's kid, Gohan. And this is, well, it's technically not Raditz, but you find that out, well, pretty much immediately if the game would actually show you this cutscene right here. But I'm going to just walk right past him and look at my watch because I won the previous fight, which has flagged the game as you've won a fight. So now if I look at my watch, that guy just falls under the purview of has been defeated. I'm not going to argue with it, fine. This guy, however, normally, you know, in the show, in the manga, Goku puts him in a headlock, the half Nelson or full Nelson, or I don't remember what it is. He uses a wrestling move. Yeah. And then Piccolo kills them both. But again, I've already won a fight, which means he's dead. So there's the invincible boss. Yay. So we unfortunately have a whole lot of plot to discuss and also a bunch of training sessions. So I find those boring. Hey, do we have any donations?
I've got plenty to say here if we've got the time for it. The first thing I want to say, of course, is that we do have a donation run instead of running for most of the length of this run, where you get to choose who's going to be doing the heroic sacrifice for this run. Currently in the lead is Yamcha at $66, but you do have some time to change that if you so choose. With that said, we have $10 from PX Micaiah saying, "Good luck, Drumboardist. To help you out, here's some words of encouragement. This is incredible. You feel amazing. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. You can win.
Do it.
You can feel great. You can do
it.
this." Put this towards Yamcha.
Aw. All that build up for Yamcha.
Yep. We've got $15 from Zero Blade Edge saying, "Good luck on the run, Drumboardist. Put this towards Glenn, being named Ronin after my son."
I was afraid you were going to say put this towards killing Glenn off. I was like, that's weird.
Yeah, it's going to be a little impossible for this one. We got $100 from Lala. Thank you very much for your donation.
We haven't really touched on this much at this point, but the battle system of this game, and I think a number of other Dragon Ball games from the era, had a lot of like card-based systems on them.
They do. Like the top Dragon Ball is a Z, that's the highest offense you can get. The bottom Dragon Ball, also a Z, also the highest defense you can get. And they go downwards, and it's just not very good towards your offense. It also determines who goes first in battle. So if you've got like a bunch of one-star things, you're going last, you're getting hurt. It's not much fun. And this, technically speaking, is a battle. It is reskinned fights where Goku is now training and Bubbles is in the background jumping around as he do. And we have to beat the planet. We have to hack the planet. We have to do it in 10 turns, and then in 6 turns, and then in 3 turns. Not fun, and that's the only reason I have a safety save for this game, because you can't look at your watch during these sequences. It's just kind of fun and brutal. So Goku's going to keep jumping up and down. Hey, how about some more of them donations?
Yeah, so let's start off with $15 from Magius. As a member of the anime speedrun community, I've just got to say, Drum makes the whole community proud with this one. I know you've put a lot of time into this one, so let's see how broken that radar really is. Also, shoutouts to the FF Mystic Quest Rando community on the upcoming race as well. We still have Yamcha in the lead for the heroic sacrifice coming up. I'm sure we'll be hearing more about that soon enough.
I'm just flashing back to like all the years when me and my friends would joke about like a hypothetical Dragon Ball Z episode. It's like, will the gang make it through to the make it through this fight? Find out on the next episode. Krillin's noble sacrifice.
Very, very noble. I mean,
it's not even the name of an episode. We just like, I don't know, Mandela effect kind of in our heads.
See that, yeah. The interesting thing about this particular run is that you actually don't even need to worry about doing the heroic sacrifice. Normally, I guess spoilers, well, not spoilers because you're not going to see it. Normally in the run, Krillin kills Frieza. I'm not misspeaking here. Krillin goes up against the final form of Frieza and cuts him in half. We're not going to do that today, especially if you wind up voting to kill him off, but I guess if Yamcha's got to take one for the team so that Krillin can do what he's got to do, then by all means. I'm not telling you how to spend your money. I'm just saying, hey, you know, we got a bit of war going on. All right. So I'm just going to keep jumping up around, and I'm sure it's bothering Bojack pretty badly. What do you think?
Yar.
It's
just been so long since I've seen the Bojack movie.
Are we gonna be putting bets on who wins all of this? I want 40 doubloons upon the man in the orange suit.
My bets are on the planet.
I'm gonna bet on the monkey. So yeah, that's we pretty much just jump around. So
I mean, to be fair, that's basically what Goku does.
yeah, well, I mean, it works. I tried it and just shattered my ankle, so you got to be the bloodline thing, right?
Well, I mean, I think at this point in his life, he wasn't quite yet 30, which is
Yeah, no, he was 26, I want to say. I might have to reset here if I don't win. No, yeah, that's a reset. Look at that. Okay. So I only get 6 chances to win that particular round, and that was my 6th, and Goku did not win, so we jump right back in. We don't like resetting because obviously that is going to be a bit of a lengthy thing there, and we're just going to go ahead and advance the RNG one bit to give us a better shot at that. Thank you very much. There was the house. I don't know how King Kai teleported back in and out, but he did. Now he's ready to watch over our ability to furiously jump up and down and land on my head, which is, I think, what my parents described my toddler years. Anyways, how you doing? You doing good?
I'm doing good.
All right. It's good to know.
Now, we're jumping around as this is an opportune moment to shout at the $25 from Rakilla saying, "This isn't even my final form."
Well, it is. I suppose we have to wait for the next one, don't we? Okay. All right. I really don't have anything else to say outside of, yeah, so we're training, and yeah. Eventually we get to the better part of the game. I'm going to use air quotes for better, though. All right. Yes. No. Come on, Goku. The bottom right, I know it's probably redundant for most of you, but the HP bar is what I have to clear out, and I've got 2 more shots to do it. And the more often Goku, falls on his head, well, he didn't there, the more often I have to reset the console and put a $1 in the swear jar. So I would prefer to not have that continue to be a thing. That right there will immediately just sell us. Well, I got 2 of them, and that's a great card. Do I use one of the lesser ones and hope, or no? I'm going to use that one. If you don't win, well, it's a 4 defense. There's always, and he failed. Why did neither of you stop me from making that mistake? Because that's a reset.
No.
One more of these, we just go to the safety save, and it's fine. Because I would prefer to not continually have that be a thing.
I like how the reset point in a Dragon Ball game is not a fight, but the training.
No, yeah, it's absolutely Goku. First off, push-ups and sit-ups, bruh. Come on. I mean,
Plenty of juice.
That's for Vegeta. Also, maybe a light amount of crying. Did he fail on that jump, too? He did. I'm going to allow Goku to make it up. I know he can do it.
Give him your energy, Chad.
Give him your energy, viewers.
Don't give him to me. Give him to this guy. He's the one that's gassed and falling down all the time. Why for you? I guess while we're sitting here discussing it, I did talk about, the top Dragon Ball versus the Dragon Ball. As you can see, the planet has its own offense and defensive stats. So in addition to actually being able to land a hit, which he can't seem to do all the time, the lower the defense on the bottom Dragon Ball is what you're looking for. You want to see a 1 line, a 2 line, a 3 line, there's your lower defenses. If you go all the way up to 4, don't really want that. And unfortunately, my offensive cards have not been great. So this is a 1, so we're fine here. Let's see if we get a really good card as our 6th. And we're going to be in the same boat as we were last time. But it pretty much also depends on if the planet's going to roll a high defense.
So canonically, kind of the deal here is King Kai's planet just has an absolutely absurd amount of gravity, which is what Goku's really training on.
Hey.
RNG.
That's the good news. Bad news is I got one more. Hang on. But we could, at least now that I'm out of combat, I can try to get better cards, and I have one item that will allow me to make one of them a super card, and failing all of that, I have a safety save. And this is not working out the way I want it to at all here. Game, what are you doing to me here? Okay, good. Yeah, see, there we go. Now I can go ahead and boost up any one of these. Yeah, we'll pick you. And if these three don't get it done, then the safety save will probably just make you laugh. All right, let's go. Last time. And then after this, the climactic fight, the end of the arc where Goku fights King Kai. We all remember that, right? It was fantastic. They're flying all over the planet. They're shooting beams at one another. He just spontaneously learns Kaioken, and then King Kai names it after himself because he's a jerk. That is correct. You win 12 points. All right, so can you do it with this one card, Goku? Can you do it? He can. There we go. So we're done with the training. That's the hardest part of the game. I'm going to save just because. So none of you seem to remember this fight at all? Really? Okay, well then we'll just skip it.
I didn't see this. I didn't see the movie this was from.
That's fine. We'll just skip the fight. So it's over. That's it. Goku just learns everything and we're done here.
Sounds like canon.
Yeah, correct. Okay. So, Goku took too long training. The dragon is here to resurrect him, and he's, hanging back, eating a sandwich, and realizes, I gotta go back home to Earth, because we're gonna be fighting people, eventually. And he's pretty much never the issue throughout the remainder of the game. He is at the very, very end, just because we fight the super boss. Otherwise, Goku is not the main character. We have 3 main characters in this run, as you are about to see.
I like that little Mode 7 cutscene. It's like, this is a good use of Mode 7.
They have it there. Why not? Look, we did so well. So well. Goku is already here because he wants to be. He apparently put down his sandwich halfway through and said, oh, okay, no, let's go. All right. But we still need some other buddies. So here's Krillin just chilling out in the middle of the field, as you do. And we need to go ahead and turn off combat again so we can turn it off again, which we have now done. Don't think about that for too long. Here's a Yamcha, and he's also going to give us another Poir card, which we don't need. And I'm in a fight right next to the house that would have reset everything yet again. But this is okay because I know how maps work, and I know how watches work, so I can just walk into that house without looking. There's Bulma. Hi, Bulma. Bye, Bulma. That was that. I don't know why she's the healer in houses in this. She just is, because that nice, caring, nurturing nature of hers. I don't know. And here's Chaozu and Tensionon. Yeah, again, if you aren't familiar with Dragon Ball, I'm sorry. If you are,
okay. The original Dragon Ball is in fact a good anime.
I enjoyed it a lot.
I mean, I like Z too, but
once you start getting into this realm of it, I kind of hope you already knew the story going into this game, because if you didn't, I don't really know what to tell you. I do want to stare lovingly at Krillin. Isn't he a cool character? I enjoy that Krillin. He's a good guy. Now let's go to our items and no, don't do that. That's incorrect. Also, you have the wrong item up front. What? Why are you not letting other people select things? What is? No, hang on. Look, Krillin, I'm gonna look at you and I'm gonna ask you to do what I want you to. You did that again. So, Goku, fix this. No, someone else other than Goku fix this. Someone other than Goku fix this. You're supposed to give me someone else to allow me to do things here, and it's not. Okay, Piccolo, fix this. Nuke this guy from orbit. I don't care. Just get me out of this situation. Use the Makenko Sapo. That's how you say it. The easiest way to remember is you're trying to convince your buddy Sapo that your mother was a gold glove boxer. It's easy. My ma can KO Sapo. My man. It makes more sense if you just say the word. It doesn't matter. But that guy is dead. We're through the fight, and now there's a slight problem. You remember how I was talking about battle powers and Frieza's at like 4 million? Well, we just kind of screwed that up too. So everybody is busted in power. Goku's the low man on the totem pole, and since I don't have to actually look at any of this anymore, if I could look at my watch and we're good, great, let's go. Nappa's here, and how many people did Nappa kill?
4 plus a bunch of whales.
That is correct. This game has a cutscene where when you beat him, even if Piccolo is not dead, because Piccolo is one of them, he will then just automatically kill him. Because that does kind of set up the entire reason that we go to the next planet. Because when Piccolo dies, you cannot use the Dragon Balls anymore because his life is tied to Kami's, and that means the Dragon Balls just turn inert. So we have to go and get another pair of Dragon Balls to be able to wish back everybody that just died. How many people just died?
Everyone but Goku, it looks like.
Nobody, period. Including the guy who, when he dies, the Dragon Balls don't work. So we're still gonna go to Namek. I mean, you gotta take the tour. It's on the books. We're just gonna go ahead and do it.
Beautiful green and a lot of water.
Yeah, I mean, and Piccolo's alive. We get to show him his home planet. He gets to hang out for a bit. Unfortunately, the sheer shock of some of the other things that we wind up doing to the poor game causes his heart to just give up, and he winds up kicking off. It's a bit of a shame. But anyways, I don't know. Who do we want to have kill Veggie? How's Krillin sound?
Sure.
Everybody likes Krillin, right? Correct. And of course, you got to use the Kanzan. I mean, it's the attack du jour, and that is a very, very dead Vegeta. Hey man, how you doing? Ooh, little hardcore. It's okay. He's just a little bruised. He's still alive. He's gonna run away because Goku just lets him go, and apparently the shock of that now put Goku in the hospital. And we're not going to see him for the majority of the game. So we now have our 3 main characters. We have Gohan, we have Krillin, and we have Yamcha. Excuse me. I'm glad that you're laughing at that. We also brought Tenshinhan and Chaozu. We brought the whole crew. Piccolo's here for a little bit before he just has an aneurysm. And that's that is this game. So, we're here, and of course, this team is now worried that 2 more people just flew in with a battle power of 18,000. Correct me again, how strong is this team? Busted, that's correct, yes. So they should have no issues with that whatsoever. Did I just get into a fight? I just got into a fight. Why are you putting me in a fight? I don't want to be in a fight, I want to be in a cutscene. Excuse me. This cutscene. So here's the big bad. If you're not aware, his name is Steve. That's not right, is it? What's his name? Okay, so close enough. That is the name of the big bad. He is flanked by Zarbon and Dodoria. And Dodoria is out here killing off people because they won't tell him where the Dragon Balls are. And when that's not working, Frieza, I'm sorry, I meant close enough, is now going to try to attack a small child, and that's when Gohan says no. Did I just get kicked by a old cut? Oh yeah.
Okay, is that intended? I have to.
Don't worry about that. That's fine. This is fun. So you know what I love in my RPGs is an absolutely 100% unskippable bullet dodging game. Here it is.
It wouldn't be Dragon Ball without this kind of thing.
This is true. Now, here's the funny thing, is that it's actually programmed for a set number of attacks, so I don't have to do anything for a bit. At least until he does another swirly. And then after that, it's like Kelly Bishop's Tony Award-winning performance in 1976 as a chorus line. I knew the sequence when I was in front. Now I actually have to play. I don't like that. That was my best Dennis Leary impression. Thank you. Let's just, how far down the rabbit hole can we go for one joke that won't land? All right. She was the grandmother on Gilmore Girls. Most people don't know she has a Tony. You didn't expect
These
that.
are all names that I recognize.
You didn't expect any of that at a limit break.
Alright.
Anybody got any other Broadway references they want to have happen real quick? Anybody? You down?
I kind of wish Goal was on the mic because he's actually seen some Broadway shows.
Literally wearing a Broadway shirt right now.
You want to throw down on some Pippin with me? Oh, I got to reset this. What am I doing? I can't just unflail. So I got to walk back in and out. Hey. So we got some more shopping, unfortunately. Which, of course, that obviously means it's time to dance. I'm sorry, I meant, do we have any donations?
So just a quick update to lead off with. Currently in the lead for our heroic sacrifice later in the run is Tian Shinhan at $104, leading Yamcha at $76. If you want to change someone's fate, now is the time to do that. We also have $15 from K-Fizzle4. According to official sources, Raditz has a power level of either 1500 or 1600. So the next time someone uses Raditz as a unit of measurement, you know the conversion rate. Also, Cybermen have a power level of 1200, so they are not as strong as Raditz.
I mean, there is a fair amount to be said for the fact that Raditz was ultimately a bit of a coward, so it would make sense if he wasn't actually getting into a lot of fights. So the last time anybody had any recorded battle power on him would have been when he was around 1200, which is what Vegeta and Nappa frequently comment about him. It's entirely possible they were speaking from a point of truth that they knew of, and then by the time he got to Earth, yes, he might have accidentally got punched in the face, and that's fine. But, I mean, yes,
he did have a superpowered 4-year-old headbutt him.
You would think that would knock your battle power down a little bit, right? Just a little bit of an angry tantrum right to the sternum. I know that takes it out of me. Man, they wouldn't let me watch over kids at that daycare anymore after that, though.
Well, speaking of knocking people down, we do have $10 from Xcodes, which says Yamcha is not just the name, it is a verb. So Yamcha, Yamcha.
And Tenshinhan is named after the food Tenshindan. So, hey, look at that. And Chaozu just is the creature nightmare of my dreams. He's the weird floating clown baby thing with telekinetic powers. Why is there not a horror movie about that? Actually, there probably is somewhere in Japan, isn't there?
Knowing how big this series is, I wouldn't be surprised.
Just there.
And if not there, then maybe in South America.
Yes. Yes. I would, and then eventually we're going to get the crossover between the two, like Ringu and, not House. What was the other one? Oh, whatever. I'm not going too obscure with that one, right? If I need to, make it dumber, I can. It will just Freddy and Jason it up, all right? So who likes Indiana Jones? Gohan doesn't. Gohan, no! Normally you can dodge that second one. I guess I just tapped left. Anyway, so we're in a cave. We're here to try and collect a Dragon Ball. By the way, you remember we're collecting Dragon Balls so we can resurrect people?
That haven't died.
That are all here. They're all here to see it happen. It's great. They didn't the first time. Oh, I'm sorry. So, one of those two space pods that came down, one of them had Vegeta, because of course it did. The other one had a guy who claims he's as powerful as Vegeta, and that's this guy. He's entertaining, and we don't really like him very much. Let's see, who's going to have some fun with him? Yamcha. Yamcha, show off that wonderful attack of yours. No, not Tenshinhan. You can stop doing things. I realize that was my fault, but I'm putting the blame firmly on you. Huey, what are you doing? Why are you hitting Yamcha? He's got enough scars. Oh, see, it didn't do anything. Now you've made the Yamcha mad. Look what happens. It's not the spirit bomb.
It's the spirit ball.
And I always was like, Suikoden. You named it after the RPG series? No, okay. I was a very clever child. That's what all the doctors said. And then I learned what sarcasm was. Right, so that was that fight. They don't tell you, as far as I know, anywhere in the game that there is another Namekian child that you have to save, and he's hiding in a pot in this building. Nor would they tell you which of the four. It's just, I hope you like searching everything, because this is the only one that's interactable on the entire map. Why would you ever... I don't know. I think that specifically was what made me think, I should write a guide for this game. I don't know what also made me think, and you should write it from the perspective of Vegeta. That's a great idea, No.
Considering canon.
It was mostly just constantly saying Kakarot and being angry. So,
I mean, that's like 30% of his character right there.
it was 50% of my childhood. Wait, hang on. So we actually have to beat him. We're going to have Gohan actually. No, we're not going to have Gohan do anything. Piccolo, can you actually kill Dodoria with that attack? And if you can't, Tenshinhan, can you kick a how you doing? Let's go ahead and try this out. Normally I'll just have one of the two overpowered guys just immediately one-shot him, but I mean, the option's there. We got to do it, right?
I like how he's missing his arm.
Listen,
I know that's canon. It's just
I say they were going with what was correct at the time. There's nothing wrong with that. And look, his shoulders are way too wide. He's not going to that doctor anymore because he can't fit through the doorways. All right, Piccolo, finish him off. And with that, it will take all of your energy, and you will be done for this section of the game. And you can, I would say, go live a peaceful life elsewhere, but I'm sorry, you got to visit King Kai as well. I don't make the rules. I'm sorry, but that was Dodoria. Yay. And I really need to cough again, so excuse me. Excuse me. It's okay, Bulma wasn't dead. She was hiding in the cave the Krillin ruined. She's fine. She's very mad about it, but she's fine. So we're just going to go to a different map entirely. Meanwhile, Goku is alive somehow? Oh, that's right. He didn't get hit. So he was just eating, I guess. And they eventually they made the spaceship that travels to Namek faster than ours did, of course, but he also wants the muffin button and a training section. So here's another training section.
Are we gonna fight the spaceship?
Yes. Hey, did you like fighting a planet? Now we're fighting a spaceship. Welcome to this game. So since Goku gets to jump up and down again, I am legally required to ask, do you have any more donations?
Well, it's time to get the jump on that, I suppose. This is an excellent opportunity to remind everyone that for this and next few runs up through Quest for Glory 2 Trial by Fire, we do have several prizes available for various minimum donation amounts, such as the wonderful Frieza Funko Pop for a $5 donation, as well as a copy of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot for the PlayStation 5 for $5, and Dragon Ball Z Painting on Canvas for a $15 donation. With that having been said, we have $50 from Profness. I could swear I added this donation instead of on my last donation, considering I nearly mistook Mystic Quest for Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise in Practice Room due to the sprite swap. Let's make this even more chaotic. Which is an excellent opportunity to remind everyone that one of the incentives for the next run after this, Final Fantasy Mystic Quest Randomizer, you have the option to choose the character sprite for your runs. Currently in the lead for that is Mog at $235. So if you want to see that be someone else, like maybe Rydia from Final Fantasy IV, at $175, get your donations in for that.
Or an airship. Which was a great little sprite. I liked it.
Yes,
How it just kind of grows arms to shrug at you.
Yep.
Right, so that's all of Goku's training for now. Look, I'm sorry, I didn't make the game. Now Piccolo, suddenly dead, now unfortunately has to talk to King Kai and do his training. Thing is, since he was already super busted on his battle power, this is just a formality. He gives him the send. You have to win in 10 cards, and then 6 cards, and then 3 cards. Piccolo's like, how about 1? No, you have to do it 3 times. No, 1. How about 1 each time? So that's what's going to happen here. And King Kai, somewhat wisely, says, I'm not going to fight you. That's the good news. The bad news is, we've been making several references to Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Who here is a fan of Ghost Nappa?
Oh, no. Oh, no. I've seen this run like once and I forgot.
Well, that's the fun thing is that he has a buddy. It's Raditz as well. But I don't want to do any of that, so I'm going to look at my watch and they are gone again. But Ghost Nappa has existed since 1992. So, as innovative as they were, I feel like they were ripping off a video game right here, yeah? Veggie now has to square off against Zarbon, and again, I assume if you're playing this game, you're probably somewhat familiar with the source material, I hope. So they try to make this big reveal of Zarbon hiding off the side of the screen and powering up before beating Vegeta. You know this. You've seen it, and they still, like, hide it. Yeah, I'm more powerful. Honestly, you just seem a lot less subtle. Oh, no! And Vegeta's out. Probably a good thing for now. I still can't decide if he's the best or the worst character in the game. I don't know. I mean, if anybody wants to correct me.
I like how Bulma's sprite just appeared on there. I know that's just a byproduct of SNES, but given this is the Dragon Ball universe, it makes me... Anytime anyone just appears, like either they flew in really fast or they instant transmission.
I mean, like, once you hit a certain level of speed above your opponent, they always just do the shiny, flashy, whatever, jump in. Even Mr. Satan, whose real name is Mark. That is true. That is true. He does that to, like, robbers. He is fast enough to be able to accomplish that particular feat. And yes, Mr. Satan's real name is Mark, aka Maku, because it is a pun on Akuma. And also, I find it hilarious that the man's name is the same name as my brother. So, cool. Back in high school, he had a big old giant fro as well, so I'm never going to let that go, and he's never going to live that down. We have photos. I'm sorry, Mark. All right, so we're in a cave. I don't know if you noticed that part. We have to perform a series of trials that Dende has told us that we have to do. We have to go to this cave. We have to look through a bunch of holes and flip switches in them, and eventually by doing all that, a magic fairy in another location tells us that it's okay, we have proven our worth, and we are going to go ahead and be able to meet Guru on the planet. And hey, why are we leaving already? What happened? Oh, right, I could just loot this one item and it counts the same. And the best part is, it's a Mega Elixir. It is very, very expensive. I just sold both of them. Because I want to be able to buy more Bubbles the Monkey. He turns off combat in caves. I can't turn off combat in there by doing my neat little swanky flying about sort of thing. So I buy a bunch of these, and I hope that I am able to remember the step count. Excuse me. That's probably not going to happen. So you might have to wind up seeing a lot more of the radar glitch happening, which is pretty much... My inputs are sometimes terrible, which is why I said right out of the gate there's just a flashing lights warning forever. I apologize. So, anybody got any fun stories to tell or anything? How we doing? What's cracking?
So I actually do have kind of a question. So the category is called Radar Percent. What is like a quote-unquote glitchless run of this game like?
It's only about twice as long as this one. It is using a lot of very interesting mechanics to get through the early game to when you can buy a bunch of items that let you make those cards on the bottom of the screen. The emblem in the middle of them is your fighting style, and if it lines up with whatever that character's fighting style is, they get to do more damage against one target, or they can attack all of the enemies on the screen. One of those fighting styles is a blue background with an X and 3 dots. That's your key blasts. Those are your big bada boom, this is what I'm going to use to nuke everybody attacks. So once you're actually able to, buy the items that let you constantly turn all of your cards into that, and things that stun enemies, and turn their defense to 1, and turn your offense to Z, so you're always going first and nuking them from orbit, it's the only way to be sure. Yeah, it kind of trivializes a lot of the runs anyways. I think it's more boring than this. He said not paying attention to his step counter, and now I'm in a fight. So this is probably going to look a little weird when I get to the fairy, but I think she fixes the... Oh my goodness. I think she fixes the map. We'll find out. I'm at the ferry. I'm talking to the ferry. Just ignore those guys. Yeah, I'm talking to someone. They're there, I promise you. We're advancing the plot successfully. Or we're not. One of you needs to remind me to use the Bubbles card. And the other one needs to remind me to save. Because a couple hours before this run, I found a new hard lock. And my last save was 30 minutes before it. So let's not have that be a thing. Why am I in a fight there? What are you doing? Sorry.
The concerning word of that sentence was new.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I assume there are many more.
Yes, there are. My inventory is actually very, very important right this second. I'm not going to even try to explain it because I feel like my hands are going to try to demonstrate it, and then the run is over, so I'm not going to do that yet. But there are a couple of points where the game will just stop, or your characters just can't move, and doesn't exactly help the run to succeed. All right, so I need to redo my inventory, not my inventory, my party order. So Gohan now has to be in third. The game does not react well to you trying to take someone who has one of those I attack everybody cards. Hang on. When you try to back out at a certain order, because that's not supposed to exist. So that's an interesting little just card we kind of, hey, is this your card? No. Is this your card? No. Is this your card? Rules for drawn stud poker. So that's what we just did. And this particular item is not going to mess up the game really badly as it does mess up characters. So we have to play a little bit more careful with it. I've now turned it into the aforementioned key blasts. I'm going to save because no one said anything.
I don't know when you wanted me to.
Look at how fast it takes to save. Oop, not that. We try again. That's saving the game.
That's actually, considering the battle loads are a little longer.
Yeah,
in this
like
game,
3 times as long?
I'm amazed. I genuinely wonder how much memory this game runs on.
I don't know, but I'm sure it's leaking a lot as we continue. Okay, when we eventually get briefly get Piccolo back into the party, you can not go visit Nail. Don't do that. You can instead go right to Frieza, who is busily fighting everybody else in the party, and the game just doesn't load the fight. It goes to black screen and plays the music, and nothing else happens. So, unfortunately, we have to ditch Piccolo if the run is going to happen. Why am I in a fight? Why did I not leave the screen? Game, what are you doing? There we go. And I can't get into a fight in this section. So, yay, we're about to meet Guru. Who's excited? That is correct. By all means, yes, please bring on those jokes. We are bringing Dende with us, and the other kid's name is Cargo.
Is that actually true?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a reference to something else, but I don't remember what. Why am I fighting a dude who's thinking he's in a cave? Who are you, and where did you come from?
At this point, I know so little about this.
I was in the house! That's never happened.
At this point, I don't know what is, a bit anymore. Or if it's just this game being this game.
Well, there's Guru and there's Nail, and they graciously gave us the Dragon Ball, and he
told us to please get us far away as we can.
He tried to power us up, and it didn't take. And Nail immediately says, Dende, Cargo, come with me. We're leaving these two. And that's, I feel, is probably the right decision. Now, we get to walk all the way back through this cave. I can't use the item that takes us right back to the beginning of the cave because it'll take me back to the entrance I used, and I don't want to talk to Guru anymore. So I have to do this, sorry about that, big lengthy walk yet again. So that's why I have all these Bubbles cards. So all these boots are made for walking. Y'all got any of that donation?
I'll start off by leading. We have the running donation incentive for who's going to be making the heroic sacrifice very soon, I believe. Right now, the lead is Tian Shenhan at $104. Closely following behind is Yamcha at $76. So if you want to change that, get your donations in right now. And on that note, we have $20 from Red Zed, which says #RIP Yamcha.
And for those donations, by the way, it looks like on the layout there might be some delays on what the incentives are showing. Check on the tracker on the donate button to see what's in the lead. If you're holding off, if you're trying to snipe, do not make sure you double check that to confirm that what's in the lead.
Yeah, and on that note, we have $50 from Eterno. We can't have a DBZ-related run without a deluge of DBZA references. Love it.
Okay. I know our host is Canadian, but every Canadian I know calls it DBZ. Despite the fact that it is technically Dragon Ball Zeto in Japanese.
True, yeah.
So I'm it threw me off there for a second.
It's like I've seen the show or something.
That sounds like something Escort would do. Dude.
Tell him how to pronounce the fan-made series on YouTube.
Okay.
While I finish up this walk, we do have $25 from Miria saying this run is hilarious. Thanks, Drumbo, for this silly run.
Everything I do is silly. That's also what the doctor said to me when I was younger. Wait a second. You know, I'm beginning to sense a trend here. Right, so we just have to get out of the cave. As you can see, this is going like gangbusters. Hey, I'm getting better at doing the radar thing, though. Okay, so I should be able to walk straight down. No. What? Yeah, come on. What are you doing? I'm just going to risk it. Oh, no, well, if you're going to give me the free run anyways, I'll take the free run. That actually resets the map so you can see where you are. Oh, I did have it. Son of a gun. I was there. We were fine. So Vegeta's not particularly happy that we've been collecting Dragon Balls. Oh, and also are here in general and wants to fight us because that's been going so well for him on this planet. And meanwhile, Zarbon is also here and says, I too would like to fight you guys. And I don't want to do any of that, so I want to have the cool stare down between Krillin and Zarbon. What do you say?
Sure.
Cool. Ignore the map, but I mean, you know, we get the cool stare down. This is fine. Don't worry. Oh, Zarbon's dead, by the way. He's gone. That's okay. He's a lot less subtle now, isn't he?
Oh, man.
So now that all of them are gone, Frieza realizes he has a problem. I'm sorry. What did we call him earlier? I don't know. Close enough. He's realized there's a problem, so he needs to call in the Ginyu Force. And giving us that really wonderful teaser. And now it's time for Goku training again. You could go 100 times Earth's gravity all the way up, 10, all the way up to 100 times. You get exactly the same amount of experience from it. You get 2 level ups every time you win. Why on? Yeah, bragging rights, sure, but don't. Also, I want to be very careful to not use that super busted card that I made. It is kind of important to be able to do the winning, so let's try and keep on that trend. Also, Goku, if you could not fall on your head some more, thank you. This RPG is 90%. Watch our main character, our flagship character from our $1 billion series of, multimedia, whatever, fall on his head over and over by design. I love it. I mean,
to be fair, it is in line with Goku.
Yes.
That is literally what he has been doing since he was a baby.
It is one of the first things that ever happened to him. It's how he learns. It might be how he eats, because he doesn't seem to understand that either. Or at least, kissing, which I still can't wrap my head around that one. That's just weird. He has children. This is all I'm saying.
Super was definitely a show. Has some pretty high highs.
I can't wait for, hopefully another round of it. I want to see Moro. I want to see Granola. I want to see the Heater family. I'm not spoiling anything. I don't want to do none of that. I wasn't about to say I want to see somebody's new transformation, but, everybody has one. Never mind. Moving on.
Look,
so,
if you're not important enough to Dragon Ball if you don't have at least 4 transformations by now.
Gerudo! Rikuma! Bata! Jisoo! And Steve. He hasn't body swapped yet. You didn't get to him yet. So he's the mascot. He's teaching the poses.
I forgot the pose. I know there's one that does this, and then there's something like this.
You would think he would go for any level of symmetry, but he was more concerned about color coding. I kind of respect that. So anyways, yeah, if you radar away from this fight, the game hard locks, so I didn't do that. That's just your notification as to what happened there. Goku's here. Yay. Who wants to see Goku actually do something?
No.
I don't know if that was a yes or a nail.
That was neither. No, that was
let the Saiyan hit things.
So the fun little thing with these characters is they're named after food, like everything else.
Indeed they are. Let me go ahead and just do a little item management here before I wind up just kind of losing my mind again. Now, look, hey, Goku's in the party. Isn't Goku pretty? He is. Let's go to my items, and that's not correct. We've already seen this game show before. I don't know why we're doing it again. Krillin, why don't you go ahead and fix things for me? I'm just going to cut the chase. I need 2 of those, and I need 3 of these, and now I'm going to radar away. And now we have to go find Ginyu blind. Effectively blind.
So I think what the text on the bottom there said is stereo music.
I'll take your word for it. I don't pretend to know. I just know that, I don't even, what am I going on here? Did I find him? I found him. On this map. Ginyu, Ginyu, Steve, would like a one-on-one fight with Goku, and no items, he says. He flat out says no items. That's fine. So I made those super cards. I dropped their defense down a lot, which changes what their offensive properties are. He doesn't have that much in the way of hit points, and he certainly doesn't have as much after this. So what is Ginyu famous for, other than punching himself in the chest?
Change places.
Who wants a body swap? Oh, just a body swap machine go. G.I. Joe. Okay, enough of that. Who do we want to actually beat up Goku? Who has always wanted to beat up Goku?
Pretty much everyone in his crew has wanted to beat him up at some point.
That is correct. So Yamcha got the first victory against Goku. Yamcha gets the last victory against Goku. And Jisuka's, why not? So that was the Ginyu squad. 3 of them just, they didn't kill me. I'm out. Bye. Yay. And Goku is somehow injured. Something Yamcha ninja kick right to the chest. You know what happens. I mean, the last time he kicked him that hard, he broke the panel of the comic. So you don't mess with Yamcha.
God, I love Toriyama's paneling. It's one of his strengths as an artist for sure.
I also really like they got him to voice act himself in a game. That was awesome. I liked that. His own little avatar. I enjoyed that. It was a fun little Easter egg. Not in this though. I don't think he would. He probably wouldn't want to be in any of this. I'm surprised he didn't even put like Arale in this. Although I don't know what she would do other than just laugh at everybody. Yeah.
That'd be par for the course of this game at this point.
I'm going to fight Vegeta. No, you're not, because I just split the planet in half by doing just literally this move. Okay, I'm not going to fight her anymore. We're out. And yet Goku didn't even think to try and invite her for the Tournament of Power? She's on Earth, man. You could have done it. So here's Frieza. Hey, you remember that Raditz guy that we fought at the very beginning of the game? Mm-hmm. Well, that actually wasn't him. There are Cybermen that are black who they can look at someone in combat and turn into a version of you with like 2/3 your battle power. So unfortunately, we did not just beat Frieza. We beat a black Cyberman who briefly turns back into his Skrull form before dying, and there he goes. Oh no. But at least we managed to recollect all the Dragon Balls. They're in the shape of a Christmas tree, as you do in the middle of a cave on Namek. It's it's tradition. It's like what's that Star Wars holiday that nobody celebrates anymore? The one where they tried to sing a song about it during the holiday special, and then they just said this is stupid and played the Star Wars theme over it. This is all true. Don't actually watch the Star Wars holiday special. It's boring.
I was gonna say, are you expecting us to have watched it?
No.
Like the other ones, it's like, oh, this is a little before my time. I'm like,
don't bother.
Like, I know about that special. I'm just like,
George Lucas said, and I quote, "If I had enough time and a hammer, I would track down every copy and destroy it." So, here's Frieza, and Nail is going to fight him. You want to delay him as long as you possibly can, so, you looked at your watch.
I mean, how was he going to tell how long he needed to delay him for?
I don't know. Count how many arms he's ripped off. Isn't that what the rest of us do? Look, I'm up to 7. I'm very good at counting. They came back. I'm a Namek. Sorry. Anyway, so we have to resurrect Piccolo, because he died eventually. And that lets us use the Dragon Balls on Earth again.
I like how Shenron is so... what is... I forget the Namekian one. I like how the dragon's so big. Porunga, yeah. I like how he doesn't even fit in the panel.
Our Namekian dragon could wear yours like a scarf.
He is so big.
Veggie's not very happy. Hey, guys! What are you doing? Foiling my plans?
No.
You know what? Yeah!
Yeah, so...
I think this is the last opportunity I have to buy a couple of items that I... No, he blows up that shop. Never mind. I was going to say if I could go grab a couple of Grandpa Gohans. It does save some time, but that shop doesn't exist because Frieza's better at routing than I am. And I only have the one, and I don't want to use it here. But I also don't want Frieza to kill anybody, so I have to use it here. So that does make a bit more sense. So we're going to send in Veggie. And we're going to hope that he says no. Good, because that means nobody does anything and the round is over. Okay, got to save time somehow. So Piccolo's alive, and bring him to Namek. No! Here he is. We could go fight Frieza, but again, the run is automatically over, so we're not going to do that. But we can go find him a buddy to spend the rest of his time with. There's Nail. In the ceremonial battleground whatever.
It looks like everything else on this planet.
Oh, it's so boring out here. But that's fine.
So Namekian's confused. It's kind of a thing.
Lower. No, I've heard that already.
Yep. And, yeah. I don't know. The weirdest thing for me is I was never really sure what Nail's power level was. So he fuses with Piccolo. Yeah, so he fuses with Piccolo and he becomes stronger than Frieza's second form, which is pretty much the point. Pretty much everyone realizes power levels are nonsense.
But I'm like, okay, so it's multiplication? I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, Goku gets shot by a bullet at one point in time in Super, and we all just like, okay, I don't care. I just saved so that we should avoid the mythical hard lock. So, ladies and gentlemen, the run is assured. Just wanted to let you know about that fact. But I do have to kill these guys, otherwise I can't radar past them again. I'm at 55. I'm jumping Yiminy. Yay, so they're done. And then I radar past these next few. And then Frieza, who's suddenly in his second form, don't think about that, decides to go into his third form and then just runs away, and we don't really do much against him because he doesn't want to. I don't know. Don't think about it too hard.
That sounds like the correct mindset to go into certain parts of Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, I could see that. So here's second form Frieza. Again, we totally saw this and we already fought him. It's fine. So now he's just going to morph into his form.
Xenomorph homage.
Get us sued by Ridley Scott. Yeah, that. And then he's going to occasionally fight us. And as with everything else, I'm going to look at my watch and not want to have to do any of that. So now we are officially in the end game. We have to take a series of fights. Thankfully, we can radar past all of them. I said series of fights, but if you would like to try and actually start doing these fights for me, game, that would be great. There we go. And Frieza will occasionally show up and try to pot shot you and then run away. And then eventually he drags us to an island down in the south and says, today now we go ahead and fight. And that's great. And eventually Goku shows up. So, I mean, I'm really just burning off fights to get to the end game. So, as per usual, are there any donations?
I do want to say, first off, currently in the lead for our heroic sacrifice coming up is Yamcha at $136, followed closely by Tien Shinhan at $104. If you want to change that up, now is the time to do that. With that said, we have $25 from Propness saying, Magic Knight Ray Earth, Sailor Moon, and now DBZ. I've learned so much anime canon from these SNES RPGs. Never really watched the shows, but I assume they're more or less the same, right?
Yeah, correct.
Oh, man.
Absolutely. Got any more?
I've got $25 from Coop saying, we need more Little Green.
Oh, I'm so
We're
sorry.
talking about Dende here, okay?
No, because, I mean, what happens to the white mage in the show?
Yeah, he kind of gets overcome with a little case of death.
What do you think the first thing Frieza's gonna do when he goes into his fourth form is?
Oh no. Please no death by Ganon. I like Dead Day.
Well, it's a cutscene, and I don't know how to hard lock that one, so I can't prevent it from happening. So unfortunately, that's just on the books. I'm sorry.
That's okay. He comes back and becomes Earth's god.
Well, I mean, that's, if we use our Dragon Balls to wish all of the Namekians back, and also their new planet. But since Frieza doesn't get the chance to blow this planet up, do you think we're going to do that?
Well, I mean, we do have 3 wishes from the Dragon Balls and plenty of not dead characters.
Well, Guru's already dead. He's not. We don't wish him back. So, and Dende's dead. So we are going to thoroughly destroy the future of this series. Like,
we haven't been doing that.
The androids are going to show up, and Yamcha's going to be standing there like, all right, come on, let's do this. And we all know how that goes. I knew I should have gone to the safety save sooner. I just wanted to throw that out there real quick. That's fine. Okay, well, if you guys want to run, that's cool. Finally, I got one group that's like, what do you mean he's more powerful than Frieza? No, bye. It's like the guy in Scream 2. So there's a serial killer here and immediately walks over to the cab and drives away and survives the movie. Yeah, no, that was those guys. So, yes. How you doing, Ghoul? Good. Oh my god, I am terrible at this again. What is happening? I thought it would be easier on the monitor with a slight delay, but apparently I am thoroughly trained to CRTs. Not bad. If we just want Frieza to show up again, it's random, the number of fights. It's somewhere between like 2 and 6. And I don't like it. Because as you can see, we're wasting a lot of time here. This better be you, Frieza. There's a Frieza. Alright, he wants to fight. Who wants to beat this version of Frieza? Go.
Tenshinhan.
Not powerful enough, I'm sorry.
Gohan.
I can do a Gohan.
Look, I just want catharsis with that random filler episode they threw in.
I don't know if that's going to happen. But, I mean, yeah, here's a super powerful Gohan who's now going to stare him down, and he's going to try and fight back. No.
With the power of his stereo music card.
With 26-14. He has like 500 hit points. So he's just a little bit over. So Frieza's, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and power up again. I hope that's okay. I hope that's cool. I got this 4th form. Y'all don't even know about it. Yeah. Really felt like I should have delivered like that, like the Macho Man, but it doesn't fit Frieza.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am, of course, the one and only Frieza. Ooh, what's going on? Is it the healer? He gone. Now we just have to burn off time, really, 3 rounds to get Goku to show up. Otherwise, I would just kill him right here and, I still would have missed the estimate. Shoot. But since we have essentially 3 rounds before the cutoff for the heroic sacrifice, I would say go ahead and start refreshing that. Meanwhile, Gohan's fighting back. Good for you. He's actually slightly weaker in this section. He's actually only like 2.5 million, so even now the people in the party are more powerful than him. Once Goku shows up, he actually goes up to 3.5, and he has a self power up. He goes 100%, where he's now at what, 4 numbers. I'm bad at it. Anyways, he does that, and that's fun. They said Krillin's in the lead, right? Or who was in the lead?
It is Yamcha in the lead right now.
Oh, goody. I need to be softening up Yamcha then. Why am I sending out Bowl Cut to get hit in the face repeatedly?
You asked me.
I don't know. Listen, I'm playing this. I'm still confused as to why. Just in general. There's Frieza. So once again, I hope y'all like that Mode 7. I really like it if you'd stop doing it because it wastes time, though. Also, he gets to attack like 3 times around. Come on, I don't need that. Great, one more of these. I'm gonna... Let's not do that. Okay, so you said it was gonna be, most likely it's gonna be Yamcha. Let's get off the last hurrah Kamehameha from Yamcha. Might as well. You never get to see him throw it. Why not? Don't you judge.
Hey, he had his W earlier.
He did.
He beat Goku.
He's going for the leaping one. He's got a little bit of swag to it. He clipped him for a little bit of damage. Okay, so no more Mode 7, please. We don't need that. Please don't do it. I'm begging you, freeze it. Please don't do it. Yay. It's all the little things like this that add up to why I'm 5 minutes off of 3. So that is the cutoff for the heroic sacrifice. Who we killing?
It is Yamcha.
Poor Yamcha. I still don't think he deserved it. Oh, well. Well, so he's got to go. Let's go ahead and do that. Really want to go ahead and make one quick shopping trip, but I know I probably am fine, and every time I've said that, things go badly, so I'm going to take this one shopping trip. I would just go right to him. Because I need to absolutely ensure that Goku goes before Frieza. So I'm going to sell off these things that I don't need. It's overdoing it a bit, but that's fine. I grab that and grab... Nope, that. That right there. It's overkill. Actually, either or would have done it. If I had been able to save that one stun item, it would have allowed me to just Goku is fine, but I kind of needed to use it in that other section. So here we go. Let's go fight. Let's go win. Let's do it. Yeah. Except we're going to have Yamcha die. Well, I got these 1 defense cards. So hopefully this will go quick, especially since Frieza is now more powerful.
That look on his face is terrifying.
I say, you're going to stun him? You're not going to hit him. You're just stunning him. Now you're wasting my time even more than before. I will say one of my favorite fun little stupid things about this is on the fighting animations there. Pretty much everybody, they don't have facial expressions. They just have angry eyebrows. It's most noticeable on Krillin because that's all he has on his head. They don't even put the dots. Okay, you can do more than this, Frieza. You can do a lot more damage than that. We're relying on you to do a lot more damage than that. Because Yamcha's got a lot of life left. Are you doing what I think you're doing? Are you delivering pizzas? He's delivering pizzas. I don't know how I feel about that. That's how I feel about that. Okay, that's fine. No. Oh, I don't even have to use the thing on the whatever. We're good there. No, Yamcha. No. Yamcha is officially the reason that Goku goes Super Saiyan. There it is. That is wonderful. And now we just have to punch out Frieza, and that's normal time. Bloody. Yes. No. What am I doing? What's correct? Just waste all my time, please. Just keep throwing yourself at things. I know it. You get 3 turns around. We're all very impressed with you. Don't headbutt. You did.
Oh, this game has it out for you right now.
I dislike you. All right, so let's just go ahead and play it safe. And by safe, I mean I'm still going to have Krillin be the one that kills Frieza.
Let's go!
Oh, I should have used the Piccolo card on him. That would have guaranteed victory. So it might not actually kill here.
No.
In which case, I just make another round of the cards and everybody nukes him. But that's fine. He's got a 5 defense. It's possible he could live. We'll see. Did you dodge them all? You did dodge them all. Wow, okay, so he had a really good defense. So I have to make more of those cards then. With that defense, he should not have been able to do... Yeah, because he can't even hurt him. How did you get away from his attack? Come on, Krillin. Come on. Oh, come on! Why?
I shouldn't have said anything about the mode 7.
This is your fault. You did this. Yes, it's just, he can't even hurt the dude. He just tanks it. Just nothing. I took no damage. That did 1. Come on. No, he's not. Okay, so in order to fix this, I have to reorder the party with Goku in second. In third. Great. So now I do this. Did I do it wrong? Yeah, I did it wrong again. Son of a gun. No, what do you do? It keeps happening to me here. There. That's all I wanted to do. Now Gohan's just going to have to take a hit, and I make that card, and then we just nuke him. Because I really should have just used the Piccolo card that drops his defense to 0. It's the little things that you never think about. But in either case, he's going to be dead. After this round. Do you have any other new donations?
I do have $15 from Airplane saying, please pretend that this comment contains something witty and insightful.
You powered up.
Thank you for that witty and insightful comment.
Frieza just powered up. Why are you doing this?
Game is just giving you the business.
Okay, I'm just going to play it completely safe and have Goku nuke him just so we can get to the super boss. We're just going to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make that into that. You've all seen this at this point, right? We do this. We stare lovingly into Tenshinhan's eyes. We go up to our items. None of that wants to work, so now I have to go down to Goku, who's going to burn off that, and burn off that, and burn off that, and burn off that, but I'm actually going to duplicate that twice so that I can then go ahead and use that, and then these two. And now we have the super cards, but I'm just going to make sure that Goku's the one that actually kills him, and that's the normal run. Hooray. Oh, he's got a super defense again, but it doesn't matter because he's got this going on, so this should kill. And it does. So, for the regular run, that is time. Now, we got about 4 minutes of just watching credits before Vegeta decides to show up. So, I don't know, how's everybody doing? How you doing?
And so if that's going to be our super boss fight then?
Correct. So, yeah, that should take about 6 minutes total. It happens after these credits. There's nothing I could do. I just get to sit and wait. Yay!
Alrighty, Eskren, you got anything for us?
Well, this is a great opportunity to remind everyone that for this and the next few runs we've got in the block up to the end of Quest for Glory 2 Trial by Fire, we do have several prizes you can donate for, such as the wonderful Frieza Funko Pop for $5. The Dragon Ball Z Kakarot PS5 game for $5, and a painting on canvas of Dragon Ball Z for $15.
I mean, we've still got plenty of credits. And a cutscene.
And apparently a Mystic Quest track.
Oh, cool. Well, it's better than this, right?
Surely that run will go better than this.
Yeah,
Frieza was not having it.
No! And there's no way to... There's no, like, financial way to be able to roll out in enough money to actually stop him from wasting 5 minutes like that. I've tried.
Frieza was feeling a little too much.
Yeah. If I'd remembered to be sending Yamcha out there. Well, he could have died sooner and it wouldn't have actually worked for... whatever.
Dragon Ball Z N, yes. As we all know, Dragon Ball Z's canon ends at Namek.
Yes. Look, the planet's not exploding. We all get to go back to our ship and be happy. And hey, Vegeta, what are you doing here?
Vegeta.
Yeah, you remember that part where Vegeta wasn't alive, so he didn't get to see Goku go Super Saiyan in the show and the manga? Yeah, no, he saw it. He totally saw it. He's going to do it. He's the super boss. Battle power of 6 million, which I think feels low, just a bit. No? Yeah. Great. I don't have my dictionary, so I don't have the ability to translate this. What you got?
I can't read it that fast.
Okay. Well, I know that's Vegeta.
And now he's Super Saiyan, which is definitely canon.
Indeed. You know, everybody is so up in arms about the death of Yamcha. That's how it goes. I mean, I know I am. Although I've been going to
Vegeta's
pray,
just upset enough at the death of his greatest competition that now he needs to take it out on Goku.
Yeah, sure, why not? So, okay, his defense is 1. Let's send out the Masenko. We've got the Kienzan. We've got the Kamehameha. Who's left? Pick one.
Tension, huh?
Tension Han it is. We're going to go for
Chaozu gets nothing good in this world.
Chaozu could just use a regular card. Goku, did you go first? Is he going to snipe? Is Goku sniping this?
Ah, kill steal. What a jerk.
He did. And that's time. For real.
Alrighty.
Boo.
Alrighty. We're not going to take too much more of your time.
No, absolutely not. Sorry about that.
We asked Chet in theme with this run that you please give your energy to the Mystic Quest runners coming up.
Yeah. And that's it for me. Thanks, y'all.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for the Drumboardist for that run of Dragon Ball Z, The Legend of the Super Saiyan. Coming up shortly, we will have a run of Final Fantasy Mystic Quest Randomizer featuring the RPG Chick and the Hibbings. Once again, I am S. Grunt, and we are RPG Limit Break 2023 live from Salt Lake City, raising money for the National Alliance on Mental Illness. It's the nation's largest grassroots mental health organization. NAMI provides advocacy, education, support, and public awareness to improve the lives of all individuals and families affected by mental illness. NAMI exists to ensure that no one is alone on their mental health journey. So, for the next few runs, we do have some prizes available up till the end of Quest for Glory 2 Trial by Fire. But the next run we've got, since the next run is the Mystic Quest Randomizer, we have Perlers of Benjamin and Kaylee available for a $5 minimum donation. We have Final Fantasy Mystic Quest cartridge in box for a $10 minimum donation. Many other lovely prizes. Okay. Yeah, we will be right back.